Hello everybody and welcome back to another video where today we're going to be flying the 777 from here in Dubai all the way to Montreal. This Emirates configuration, so let's get inside and get the airplane started. So I already generated the Simbrief flight plans, so let's go ahead and just turn on the battery and get this started. So battery on and external powers to the on position. Both of them. Let me do that? Okay. Let's go ahead and arm the emergency lights, turn on the ADIRU, and put the cabin utility in the passenger seats. We won't be flying any procedure today, maybe during our approach and takeoff, but to be honest, I could turn this airplane on myself. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the EFB. You know, I've flown the Builds A350, but this is I find this tablet to be actually more convenient. So let's go ahead and put in the data from Simbrief. So we should have an OFB now available to us, which is very good. So let's go back into here and get ready. So we are expecting quite of a normal flight. I think we're not going to be expecting much. So it's going to be a normal flight. You know, nothing weird. I'm not going to set up any scenarios. So let's get started by letting the airplane boot up. So we could even check the EFB here. So we're going to be departing at 11:20 UTC. We're supposed to be arriving at 29 UTC the next day, or I believe it's that. Anyway, so here we are. This is 777, of course, here. And so we're going from Dubai International to Pierre Elliott Trudeau International. The CI, or the cost index, is 98, and the average winds is 265 at 025. These are weights here, so they're actually pretty high, as you can see here. We're carrying. You see the big difference between the takeoff weight and the landing weight shows you that this is a long flight. We have a lot of step climbing to do. We're going to start at 300 once we initial cruise climb, and then we're going to go step to 320 at Vuvag, and then 340 at Balux, and then 350 at Iteri, and then 360 at Codex. So it's going to be pretty much of a journey here. So again, so this is going to be all thing here. So the planned fuel, we're expecting a block fuel of 122,211 kilograms with the 5.3 reserves with the 5% thing here. The alternate is 3.3, and the Finrus here is 6.1. And yeah, so that's pretty much here. So both of these will give you the block fuel, the ultimate block fuel. Let's go down all the way to the no, not the times. Well, actually, we were expected to block 13 and 17. So 13 hours of flight, which is incredible. So, anyways, CFW is 209.7. Everything is looking good here. Oh yeah, and we're expecting 370 passengers. You know, that's not gonna change anyway. So yeah. So yeah, we are supposed to have oceanic clearance, and this is our oceanic clearance, as you can see here. All these waypoints. We start at Itari, then we go all the way there. Yep. So the max oceanic entry is flyable 360, so we can't go past that. Anyway, so once we actually made this flight plan, we got the oceanic clearance at the same time. But if you go onto the CLPDC screen, you'll be able to request one with a different altitude, I think. Anyway, so this is going to be our winds, you know, our speed, Mach 8.4 as we come in, so it's going to be interesting. What I'm looking for is the weather information for the airport, which doesn't seem to be here. Aha, I think it's this here. These are the NOTAMs. I'm trying to look for the weather information. Okay, so the departure weather here, we're expecting 10 degrees of 12 knots, a CAVOG, which is good. 40 degrees, 20 degrees is the dew point. QNH 1001. So yeah, we're expecting actually pretty much of a catwalk, means that it's actually very good, the weather, like regards of visibility and clouds. So yeah, and here it's going to be a different story, I think. So we're expecting 110 degrees of 8 knots. That's going to be the visibility. And then so few at 7,000, broken at 11,000, and overcast at 13,000. I mean, it's not going to be the best weather, and we're having 17 degrees once we come in, and 16 degrees of dew point, and the altimeter will be 2958. There we go. And as well as our alternate, which is the last thing we're going to check here. The alternate is, if you come here, we had it right here, yeah. So that's the alternate here. We're expecting 100 degrees of 12 knots, gusting 17, few at 800, and scattered at 5,500 with an overcast of 10,000. 15 degrees and of temperature, and 15 degrees of dew point, and 2948. Now this is not really the really good weather, so I'm not sure if we're going to take this alternate into consideration, especially that this is not good weather. But anyway, so let's go check the significant weather charts as we depart. So as we depart, we're expecting at 50370 some right thing here. We're not going to be entering these, so we're fine. We're coming in, and we're gonna see some winds to the right. Okay. Then there's the oceanic one here. So as you can see, there is no significant weather coming in. These are ETOP scenarios, as you can see, as we come in. Let's go ahead and go to the this one here. No, wait, it's not that one. It's the more zoomed in one. Yeah, there we go. So there's going to be some winds coming in like this at 50340. There's going to be some coming from 140 to 242, like 50420, but that we don't need to really care about. And we're going to be in a zone of wind. So yeah, and so it's kind of hard to read this, as well as the at 50320, I believe, which I think is where we're going to be at that point of time. It's going to be some winds to the right. There we go. We're taking a, I think I can't really read it, but it's, I think the echo is, no, it's not, it's right below the echo jet stream. So anyway, and this is basically going to be the weather charts as we come in, as we depart, and then we come in like this. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin this airplane for setup. So let's go ahead and check the overhead, make sure that everything is good at the overhead here, which it is. I believe here it is. Make sure that the chocks are connected, which they are not. Wait, actually, we're gonna go ahead and begin the ground services at this point in time. So let's operate the jetway, and Emirates will of course be the handling operator. We're also gonna request catering, which will be Emirates.
Catering vehicles are on their way,
and we'll do the fueling.
The fueling truck is on its way.
There we go. That will be Menzies, I guess. Okay, so
please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Let's go ahead and set up the FMC. We have the latest AIRAC cycle here. The nav data is correct, so we can begin the. So let's go to the position in it and set up that. No, we're not in that. Okay. We are at OMBD. So Oscar, Mike, Bravo, Delta. I believe it's that. Yeah. And no, yeah, it's not that. It's the. Yo, I hate this. What's happening? OMDB. So Delta Bravo. There we go. There we go. So we are at most of the position in it. I'm gonna go ahead. I have an iPad here for just the handling and everything. So let's go ahead and check Navigraph charts on that. It's good to have that like avail at us at all times. But here we go. Check the gate number that we are in right now. Okay, let's load that up.
Fuel truck is in position. Okay. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck
We are
arrives
at
and ask
Concourse B, so that's interesting. The Concourse B terminal. I just Foxtrot 2-1. I just selected a random thing here at the same time. Okay, let's go ahead and request the route. We're not going to type that in manually. Let's go ahead and request it. Wait for that to happen. So again, the weather shouldn't be too bad as we receive the Addons. So we shouldn't be expecting good weather at the end. Let's go ahead and put the load in all of that. Of course, on the OFB, that's the MEDAR, that's not the Addons, so I'm still not sure what the Addons is going to tell us. Though that one could just be outdated. But I don't think it is. As you can see here, it's actually, yeah, it's kind of laggy, sorry guys. But it's like very clear conditions, so we shouldn't be expecting anything of that sort. So, there we go. Let's go and activate the route, make sure that the legs are set correctly. Yep, they are. And I'm going to go to the init reference system and go ahead and set that up. No, what am I doing here? Okay. So, again, we're going to go ahead and stick this here. Go to the... No, we have to go here and then go to the OFB. Go scroll all the way back up. There we go. So the zero fuel weight here is 209.
System to set the desired fuel quantity.
0.7. Okay, wait a second. We'll set the fuel and the payload at the same time. There we go. So 209.7. That reset because we put the payload in. The amount of fuel we're going to be getting on that day is 112.2, which it is. The reserves here, okay, we'll accept this for the moment. We still need to check that out. There we go. So the reserves are not 9.4. I don't know why, but I think in Boeing it's the alternate plus Finrus, as you can see. But on an Airbus, that's not the case. Like when I set that up, it doesn't make any sense for the Airbus. So we're gonna be using a continuous one here. So anyway, let's actually what I'm gonna be doing is what is happening? There we go. Let me go to the door management and they're all closed, so that's fine. Okay. So let's set the actual reserves. In my case, it's going to be 5.3. There we go. The cruising altitude, now the initial cruising altitude is going to be 300. That's the initial climb, and we'll be stepping later on. The cost index is 98, as it should be, and so everything here is fine. We can exit that page and head to the FMC column here and load the wind datas. Execute that, and we're going to go to the descent forecast and load that up as well. Now what I'm going to be doing is, wait, no, that's not what I want to do. Let's go to the alternate. And we are expecting an alternate, of course, of CYOW. So let's go ahead and hit that one. And request weather from that. You know, that's pretty important. So it's going to begin that. So track echo is not active, so crossing 30 whiskey at 25 using individual track points. So track echo is not active. I think that's the jet wave from the oceanic clearance. Okay, but I'm gonna begin now, come on. Okay, yeah, it's not loading in for some reason, but that's not that important. So there we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and receive the ATIS information. Get that ready up. So let's go to the comms here. Move this out of the way. And we'll head to the ATC. Also, what I'm interested in is the cruising phase, because we're going to be stepping to different altitudes as we go ahead. So So let me actually, I'm not really sure how to do multiple steps in a flight because I've never flown like such a huge flight like this one. But we'll just go ahead and set that. So VUVAG, I think it's this page, but I'm not sure. Let's go do that. So at which time is Zulu? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't think we're on the right page. Which one is it in which it's like the, no, econ. No. Okay, anyway, so 320, we're stepping to 320 at VUVAG. Is this like well done, actually? Yeah, okay, wait, so at VUVAG, we're supposed to do 320. Then at Balux, so we can just set it here. So all of this is flight level 300. Same thing for this one. Same thing for that one. And then it's 320 here. Then at Balux, which is in a while, you step to 340. So this is still 320. So this is still 320. What? Okay, I can't change it, but anyway, it's still going to be climbing at that point on. So 340, and then at Itari, there we go. It's flight level 350. Yo, let me just set this up. What the hell? Flight level 350. This is not 350, it's 360 is at codec. So it's when you, it's here, it's not the rest of it. So I don't know why it's not letting me set this up. Maybe space is required. Okay, wait a second, can I like switch that up? I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's go just check the VUVAG here. So it's at 1329 Zulu. Okay. 1329 Zulu. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about. Anyway. Look, I can't really do anything else. I think we're just gonna leave it like this. But you get the point here, right? So it's at 320 that we begin the switch up. We do the stepping. And then it's 340 at the Balux waypoint. And then it's supposed to be 350 once we hit a waypoint. But look, anyway, I can't set that up just fine. So we're going to have to do that as we come back in. So anyway, let's set up the window heats. I believe that most of these services are completed, so we can actually request the boarding process to begin. But before we do that, let's start up the APU. You know, do that. And I think that's it. Let's go set the seatbelt signs to the on position as well. Okay, it's time to receive the ATIS, so let's go to the first of all, I'm going to log on to the network, so Omdb. DB, yeah. Let's send that in. And I'm also going to go ahead and request an ATIS. So we are going to request ATIS of Omdb. Send that as well. We would like multiple ATISs. So there we go, that's the ATIS. So 1030 Zulu, this is how long ago this minutes. 103. So that's like an hour, like 40 minutes ago. So winds are 0. So we're departing runway 30 right. Okay, keep that in mind. So 30 right, winds 0 and 10 at 12. Already I could set that up. So 30 right. Winds are 0 10 at 12. Cavoc temperature 40.20. So wind 0 10 at 12 Cavoc. So Cavoc's important, temperature 40.20. QNH 1001. Transition level 150. Caution bird activity. Okay. So bird activity is expected. Transition level is 150. QNH is 1001. So let's set that up. Let's go do that. So 1001. Okay. Winds are 0 10 at 12. Okay, so we're gonna keep that in because we're going to have to do our calculations with that. So let's go do that calculation. So we are at runway 30 right and dry conditions. Make sure that that's the actual landing thing here, so we could check that out. The takeoff is 331-286, 331-286, 331-286. Okay, let's import the weather, which doesn't work, so we'll have to type it in manually. Okay. I don't know why, but there's always something wrong with the weather, like the import weather button. It doesn't really work. And as you're gonna see now, we're gonna it's just a bunch of pop-ups are gonna pop out of nowhere. But 0 10 at 12. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna do that like 20 times. Dang it. Okay. And temperature is 40.
Arrow 1. Transition level 150. Caution bird active.
And the dew point is 20. No, that's not the dew point. The QNH is that. It's 1001. Okay. There we go. So that's our calculation. Now we can begin that setup. So it's takeoff here. So takeoff, it's a normal takeoff with 41st section temp. So flaps going to be 5. Center of gravity is 5.5. That's the trim. So the center of gravity is 25. Right. The takeoff G weight is 331.3. Winds are 0 10 at 12. The slope is minus 0.2. Wait, so I think it's, yeah, we could just set up like that. How do you actually set that up on a thing? Because I know if I do this, it's just going to type it in. But that's not what I want. I want 0.18. Wait, down 0.18. Huh? Really weird, but anyway, I'm just gonna set up 0.00 for the sake of it, because I can't really do anything else. But anyway, temperature is 40. We are going to be start a climb to reduction at 1500 feet. So let's set that up here as our minimum, so I can actually identify that. Minimums are kind of helpful for everything, actually. Really good. There we go, 1500. So these are V speeds. They're probably going to be a bit off due to the fact that yeah, the V1 speed is off a bit, but there we go. We are quite heavy. This is why we need high speeds. So yeah, anyway, that's set. Let's go ahead and also select the V2 speeds, and then the heading, which is supposed to be 300. Now also, you should be expecting, if you check this closely, we should be expecting the Dave 4 Foxtrot. So 4 Foxtrot. There we go. So now we can permit to put LNav here. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead and request now the. I think I've requested boarding already. If I'm not mistaken. Have I requested boarding? No, I haven't.
Boarding requested.
Okay, so we're gonna do boarding first. I kind of did all those steps before, but okay. Let's go to the ETC now, and I'm gonna request the clearance, but we can't really do that right now since boarding has still have to be finished. So we have to wait for that to finish. And since you guys are living the future right now, I'm just going to skip time, and you'll skip it all the way once boarding is completed. Okay, so boarding has now been completed, and we are able now to go ahead and continue our flight. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and request clearance, but first of all, make sure that the overhead is set properly, which it is, and we can go ahead and request the clearance. So we are going to go ahead and type that in. So this is, wait a second. So we are UAE, so UAE flight 004 request IFR. Okay, type that in. To Montreal, to CYUL with, and so let me check that real quick. What's the ATIS? Wait, no, we have to go to the new messages, but I delete them all. What was the ATIS code? I completely forgot. Okay, we're gonna have to get that done right now, so let's request the ATIS. Wait. So let's receive the ATIS code again. I'll actually set that to RTO and put the parking brake. There we go. So yeah, it was whiskey. There we go. So it's whiskey with whiskey. Come on, where is DK? So now we're gonna probably receive it in an instance, but we're gonna have to wait for sure for that. For now, let's do the cabin announcement. Should I do it? Yeah. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there we
this
go.
is your cabin crew speaking. On behalf of Emirates and our flight number 004,
So we are cleared to
we welcome
maintain
you aboard.
4,000.
We are currently preparing for our journey to Montreal. Please
So
take your seats
4,000.
according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you.
Departure on
If you
1225.
need any assistance, feel free to contact any member of our crew. Thank you for flying with us today.
But I already set the comms, I believe. So. And expect 030 right, Dame 4 Foxtrot, departure squawk 1643. There we go. So we already had expected that anyway, but now we can go ahead and contact the ground control. So let's go do that, but first we have to of course prepare for the pushback and departure when it comes to the ground here. So let's do that. Now we're gonna close all these doors. And arm all the doors.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Wait, I believe we still need to do a couple of things here. There we go. Let's go ahead and recall. Okay.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I'm gonna go ahead and contact the ground frequency right now. I'm gonna be doing this on voice procedures, but the ground frequency right now today is going to be on 121650. Good day, this is Emirates 004 Heavy at stand Foxtrot 24 requesting pushback and engine start. Okay, let's go ahead and... What? Oh, that's the... Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, wait. So 1225, right? Was it that? That was the, thing. Five. Here it is. This is where you have to actually put it in. Wait a second. 121650. Good day, this is Emirates 004 Heavy at stand Foxtrot 24 requesting push and start. Okay, so let's start the hydraulic systems.
Emirates 004 to by ground contact tower on 118.75.
No, this is Emirates 004 Heavy at stand Foxtrot 24 requesting push and start. I don't know why I had to contact tower for that.
Emirates 004 push and start approved. Face southeast.
Face southeast, Emirates 004. So we're gonna be facing right now south, south, east, west, south, east. So you want to do tilt to the right, I believe. Yep. So tail to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay, so let's release the parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so start the left engine first. So left engine.
Cabin attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
Begin
Ladies and
the
gentlemen,
left
welcome
fuel
aboard.
control.
Emirates flight time is approximately 12 hours and 50 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety. It contains important information, even for frequent flyers. Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal fitting into the buckle and pull the strap
Emirates
to
2
tighten.
kilo contact tower on
The seatbelt must be
118.75.
fastened whenever the seatbelt sign
Switching
is
to tower, Emirates 2 kilo.
Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and ensure window blinds are opened for takeoff
When that
and
hits
landing.
250 there.
Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode.
Begin the fuel
And
control.
larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. Put it on, fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft.
Okay, engine starts
Floor-level
completed.
lighting will
I'll wait
guide
for
you to the
the
nearest exit,
Please
which
set
is
parking
clearly
brakes.
marked. There are 8
Waiting your
exits on
confirmation
this
for a good
aircraft.
engine
Two
start.
at the
ground.
front,
We have a good engine
4
start.
over the
You
wing,
can
Okay.
disconnect.
and 2 at the rear. The
Flaps
nearest
5.
exit may be behind you. In
Stab
case
trim
of
is
evacuation,
the stop trim is
leave all
550.
personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or
AP
shows
off.
signs of damage, please inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card in your seat pocket contains all
There
details.
we go.
Thank you for your
Unlocking
attention.
gear.
Flight control check. Normal. Ready. There we go.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
I'm going to be requesting the taxi route in a second. So let's go ahead and request that. Emirates 004 Heavy requesting taxi to runway.
Emirates 004, runway 30 right taxi via Zulu 10 Kilo 7, hold short of runway 12 right.
Taxi to runway 30 right via Zulu 10 Kilo 7, but then hold short 12 right, Emirates 004. Okay. So the 10, I'm gonna go ahead and pop up that chart in a second. First, we're going to go ahead and set it like this, and then I'll go ahead and set it like that. And we'll pop up the chart for, I think, the airport chart. So that chart is 10-9er. And for the SID, it's 10-3B. So 10-3 Bravo. But for now, I'm going to go to the pinned here and select the airport charts. There we go. So, let's go ahead and set the taxi light to the on position here. And let's get glowing. Brake check. Yep, it's good. So we're gonna keep going here. It's Zulu 10 then Kilo. So I believe it's left turn from here. And then Kilo 17. We'll continue here actually. We'll keep going straight. Okay, we'll turn left here. Cabin's ready. I suppose they got given me the okay. Okay, left turn.
Emirates 004, cross runway 12 right, then continue taxi via M10B, Mike M15A.
Cross runway 12 right, and Mike 10 Bravo, Mike 15 Alpha to 30 right. Emirates 004. So Mike 10 Bravo, which is that, and Mike 15 Alpha. So I'm guessing we're supposed to taxi via Mike then? Okay then. Okay, we're cleared. We're good. We can't be burning too much fuel here in the taxi. We really need to get out of here, so let's do that. It's not too busy here at the airport. I just saw an A380 take off like before. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I think it's during engine start. So let's continue straight here, and we're supposed to go and hold short at Mike 1 Alpha. Okay. So this is going as planned at the moment. I have auto FPS, so the graphics could be reduced just so for the sake of the non-stutteriness. So sorry guys, but as you can see, it's a bit weird, like the texturing, but I don't know why it's doing that. In fact, oof, I really don't know why it's doing that. I installed, as you can see, clouds are set to ultra. The texture thing is at 75 though.
Emirates 004, contact tower on 118.75, take care.
118.75 for tower Emirates 04 heavy. So did he say one? I think he said 118.75. So we'll set that up. So 118.75. There we go. I'll set the TCAS to the TARA position, the landing lights to the on position, and the strobe lights. There we go. Okay, and so now I'm gonna be flying. I'm gonna go on the SID here. Is that our instrument departure thingy? There we go. And we'll turn this off. There we go. So let's go set this up. Okay, so we can get started now. Let's go get started. I'm gonna go ahead and request takeoff. Good day, this is Emirates 004 Heavy at Mike 15 Bravo requesting takeoff from runway 30 right. It seems that there's someone actually coming in for landing. I don't know if I could see him.
Emirates 004 Heavy, runway 30 right, wind 010 at 12, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff from runway 30 right, Emirates 004 Heavy. Okay, let's go ahead and take off immediately. I see someone coming in from the TCAS system. So let's get out of here. Okay, clock set. And let's go. Stabilized. Okay, set. Doing good.
On runway 30, right, remaining 1,700 feet.
80 knots was, yeah, we crossed that. I didn't get the call out. Come on, we can do this. I'm gonna use all of the runway. Rotate. There we go. Come on, rotate, 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 rotate. Okay, gear up. It's a close ass call, man. What the hell?
Sky Dubai 870 contact ground on 118.35. Ground on 118.35, Sky Dubai 870.
Okay, 1,000 feet.
AirCL 786, wind 350 at 10, runway 30 left, clear to land. Welcome to Dubai.
Okay, so let's go initiate that and put the flaps up. There we go. Let me turn off lights off. No electronics off. We're at a quite heavy configuration. Let's go ahead and do that. 122. Oh, dang it. Fuck. What is happening? Okay, we're fine, we're fine. 122.5. Okay, we're following the standard instrument departure very well.
004, contact departure.
Contact departure, Emirates 004.
Emirates 004 Heavy, mean departure, radar contact. Climb 4000, maintain present heading, direct to Delta Bravo 576. When able, then continue on course.
Climb to 4000 and we'll maintain present heading, and we're currently following the standard instrument departure to Delta Bravo 576. Emirates 004 Heavy. So we are a very heavy configuration, and we almost like died there. I don't know what the hell happened, but we saw it took a while for us to reach that. We should have set toga. I don't know why we did flex. But look, anyway, we're going in now. We're passing the Delta Bravo 576 really nicely. And climbing is an issue. I don't know why, but it's like an issue. I don't know what's happening. Let's just set toga. Come on, toga, 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 toga. There we go. We just need to get to 250 knots. Okay. We have to go now and climb to 12,000. Okay, let's go. We'll meet you once I'm in my cruising altitude. So, as you can see now, we're at 50300, our initial cruising altitude, and we're going to be stepping, as I've shown before, we're going to be stepping like around 3 times during our flight in order to meet the oceanic departure requirements. But at the moment, everything seems to be good. It's been 26 minutes since departure, and everything is fine here in the overhead. And yeah, so we are expecting a cruise time of 11 hours right now. 11. And we're estimating an arrival of 2040. Now that's 2336 Zulu, 1936 local for me. So yeah, it's going to be a long flight, and yeah, goodbye. I'll see you once we reach the top of descent in like a million years. Goodbye. As you guys can see now, we are now descending
Emirates
to Montreal.
004, contact Montreal Center on 128.225.
Montreal Center 128.225, Emirates 004. Okay, so we were at level 360 after we've done all of that, all those step climbs. The weather is not announcing good, however. It's not going to be good, in fact, for the most part. As you can see, I also did, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, remove that, and reset the sim rate. There we go. Anyway, so 255, 128.255 here, let's dial that in. Emirates 004 at level 244 for 4,000. There we go. So it's not announcing good weather, that's for sure. And you can see that right now. Look at that visibility. And this is not correct, actually. Wait, is that the wrong one? I don't think I set the correct one. 128.225. Okay, yeah, I forgot. 225 here. Good day, this is Emirates 004 at level 230 for 4,000. Let's go do a TWIP request instead.
Emirates 004, Montreal Center identified. Good afternoon.
We'll do a single request into the same intentions AI here. So I think the ADIS is off a bit. That's not visibility 10. Okay. I'm sorry, that's not visibility 10. Anyway, let's go to the thing here. We're expecting 2-4 right. The landing weight is 224. 224. Yeah, wait, 224 466. Great. We're going to be having reversers like operational. We'll do auto brakes. Yeah. And we'll do some, okay, additive will be done by there. We'll import the weather. Oh yeah, for sure, it doesn't work. Of course that doesn't work. Anyway, let me check the, that's the TAF. I would like measure. Let me check that. There we go. So, as you can see, you know what? Actually, that's literally the conditions I saw. Like, roughly like, that's literally what I saw. The conditions I saw on the Aegis. So, I guess we have to operate with that. But look, there is overcast, as you can see, coming in. So I don't think it's that bad. Look, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the wind data, the ATIS data. So I could just request the ATIS, thing here once more for Montreal. There. Okay. So let's go do that, and as we descend, so it's a transition altitude is 180. So it's important to get that in. I'm gonna have to do my altimeter right now. Come on, can we receive it?
Emirates 004, contact Montreal approach on 134.15.
Montreal approach 124.15. Emirates 004. 124. Wait, is it that 124.15? So 15. We still haven't received the meter and the TAF. It's not that bad. We really need the altimeter though, and I don't have that, so look, it's not really doing that for me. There we go, it's there. So the the altimeter is 2921. That's a 2921, for fuck's sake. There we go. So that's done. We're expecting broken at... There is no overcast? What? There's a full overcast here. Anyway. It's fine. Shouldn't be any rain though as we came in, so anyway. Oh my god, but what am I doing? Bro, like, come on. You requested again. Actually, maybe I can recall. The A50 you can do that, but I'm not sure if you can do it here as well. Just recall. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so I have to go back again. I requested again. Anyway. Let's go request it again. You were expecting gate, I think 64 as we come in, so or 69, one of those as we come in. So let's remove all of these. I forgot the first officer's side here. So we prepare for landing. So once we receive it, we fill out this and we're able to receive our re-reference. It's going to be additive as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's going to be 170 at 170 at 16. So I'm not sure if it's gusting. I don't know. It's not. Okay. Altimeter is 2921, and the temperature is 20. There we go. We'll calculate that. We get 146 for flaps 30. Okay. So that's fine now, I believe. So we can just remove that. And I can go to the here, and I'm going to go to, I think it's 146. There we go. And we're descending just nicely. We're about to pass 10,000 feet right now, so everything is fine. And so okay, so I'm going to go ahead and brief the missed approach procedure right now. So let's do that. Let's go back to the chart information. Where is that? Yep, it's here. So for that, I'm also going to go ahead and pin the it's 10.9er here. Go ahead and check the approach chart here. It's an ILS approach. Let's make sure that that's correctly set here. So it's 119er and the course is 237. Great. So that's done correctly. Even here it says here it's 11,000 feet of a runway, which look, I think it's not that bad. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let me check the rest. So if you miss your approach, it's climb to 3,000 and 237. So that's a heading 237 is straight out, and then we're going to go ahead and do a right turn to the Cyul VOR. So you can even see that here. Very nicely represented. So we're going to be doing that. And so there we go. There we go, and I think that's really all we need to really discuss about here. I don't think there's much to discuss about. So at 2.8...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Montreal. At this time, we kindly ask that you turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are stowed, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are securely fastened. The weather in Montreal is currently clear and pleasant. Our assigned gate is International Terminal Gate 64. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
I don't know why it said that. It's not it's not clear and present at all. Look, it's like a rainfall conditions. I have no idea what this is. Literally, this is like very cool to see though. I've never seen this before. And this is live weather, so like this is very cool. You can see that. It's the visibility is not very high. But look, St. Tensions AI, you know, I'm sure that they're not like the best when it comes to, oh my god, we're supposed to be at 3,000. Oh my god, help. Okay, that's just bad. Also, we have to contact approach. Good day, this is Emirates 04 at 9,000 for 4,000. Holy crap. Cabin's ready for 3,000. It's 134. 135. 134. Good day, this is Emirates 004 at 8,000 for 3,000. We are so dumb. We are literally so dumb. I literally didn't see that.
Emirates 004 Heavy, Montreal approach. Identified. Good afternoon, Montreal QNH 29.21. Expect the ILS runway 24 right approach into Montreal. Advise you have information Quebec.
We have information Quebec. Well, we're clear for the ILS runway 24 right approach. Emirates 004. We really need to go to 3,000 right now, or else we have to hold.
Emirates 004 Heavy, cross Volax at altitude 3,000 feet.
Cross Volax at 3,000 feet. Emirates 004. Okay, so let's arm that coming in. So I really need to be at 3,000 right now. Okay. I really need to be at 3,000. 100%. Anyway, let's put the no electronic lights on. Okay, so the weather is not the best, but you have 40 knots, 40, that's insane. 40 knots of headwind, but that helps us at the current state. It kind of helps us, and we're probably going to expect that as we come in for a landing. 40 knots of headwind is insane. I'm not sure how that happened, but look, sometimes the same tensions in the network is not like the best, and I get it, especially for a place like Montreal. But I'm also, oh, I just leaked something. You didn't see anything. Okay, so the weather source is supposed to, we're gonna set it to the sim. Yeah, let's do that, so that actually helps. I think now if we go here and import the weather, it should work just fine. If I like remove some stuff here and I click import weather, still doesn't work. Okay, great. What else? Let's check the chart here.
Emirates 004 Heavy, 13 miles from Volax. Turn left heading 250. Cleared for the ILS runway 24 right approach.
Turn left heading 250, clear for the ILS 24 right approach. Emirates 004. Oh my god, that's the weather, by the way. Holy crap, we're going straight into the turbulence zone. And I can't see anything. I think I'm gonna have to do it go around if this is the case. Come on. Let's descend this airplane. I'm gonna manually descend this airplane to 2,000. I need this airplane down and down. That's a lightning strike. That was a literal lightning strike. I'm sorry, but that was like, I literally felt that. Okay, come on, we can get there. 3,000 is coming up. Holy crap, look at that turbulence, which are gonna feel very much. 40 knots.
Emirates 004 Heavy, contact Montreal Tower on 119.3.
Tower 119.3, Emirates, Emirates 004. Emirates 004 at 3,200 for 3,000, expecting ILS 24 right.
Emirates 004 Heavy, Montreal Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 24 right.
Okay, we need that. We need to begin our approach right now. At Volats, we were supposed to be at this much feet, and we crossed it. We're gonna do probably go around. Look, I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna have to fly this plane manually here. Okay, gear down. Flaps down.
25. Sync rate.
Okay, finally, that's done. Oh my god, we are gonna die.
Sync rate.
Flaps.
Sync rate.
Flaps. 20.
Sync rate.
Oof. Okay, come on, set the VREF speed. We need to go down right now. What's our speed?
Emirates 004 Heavy, runway 24 right, winds 170 at 16, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 24 right, Emirates 004. Okay, come on. It's just the fact that we are so high makes this like 10 times worse. But look, it doesn't matter. There we go. I'm gonna turn off lights on, taxi light on, wing lights on. Get ready for landing. That was a teardrop remover. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Okay, so we finally intercepted the
Air Canada 582, winds 170 at 16, cleared to land, runway 24 left.
So
24 left, cleared to land, Air Canada 582.
And we still have reached minimum, so we'll continue the approach here. I'm sorry for whatever the hell happened with the approach there. I literally had to come on, like I really had to go full nosedive, which is not professional at all. Let's hit the auto brake, and which is not professional. Now, as you can see, the winds are not stabilizing right now at the moment, as we should have been ever since the beginning. So let's get that going. I think we're ready for our approach, and I'm gonna disconnect the. I'm probably going to disconnect the autopilot in a second, right now, and try to fly this bird manually. So let's do that. Okay, so autopilot disconnected already. I feel the winds coming in. This is a challenging landing I'm gonna have to do here.
Approaching minimums.
Okay, approaching minimums. Minimums in a second.
Minimums.
Minimums.
100.
100.
50.
No poppy lights for some reason.
30. 20. 10.
Okay, reverse thrust, come on. It was, you know, it's a safe landing, so I'll take it. Okay, full rudder. Come on, reverse. Reverse. There we go. Reverses are out.
Emirates 004 Heavy, well, contact ground on 121.0.
Ground 121.0, Emirates 004. Got that weather. It's not good weather. Okay, I think auto brake is to be on, so we can go ahead and turn left. And that's been it. It's a landing. So let's go ahead and put the flaps up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Montreal. Did you know that Montreal is the second largest French-speaking city in the world after Paris? Thank you for flying with Emirates. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Emirates. The local time in Montreal is 2:57 p.m. If you have a connecting flight, please note the following. flight number EK322 to Toronto, departing at 3:15 p.m. from Gate 51, and flight number EK561 to New York, departing at 3:30 p.m. from Gate 53.
Okay, let's go ahead and contact ground. First, let me just reset up the navigation display. Turn off the VORs. And there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the weather radar and all of that. Yes. Let's put the VORs to the off position. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna contact ground now. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and request the taxi clearance. Let me pop up my thing here so I can take note of what he's gonna say. Okay, let's go ahead and contact ground, and now I'm gonna go ahead and receive the tax clearance. Good day, this is Emirates 004. We just landed. Can we get tax clearance to gate?
Emirates 004 Heavy, Burlington approach. You still have an open flight plan. Please be sure to close that one first via the new flight button.
No, we're requesting taxi to runway, to gate, Emirates 004. I don't know what the hell.
Emirates 004 Heavy, taxi to International Terminal Gate 64 via Bravo 4 South Ramp West Taxiway. Have a good day.
Well, taxi to gate 64 via Bravo 4 South Ramp and the West Taxiway. Emirates 004. Okay. Let's get ready for that. I'm gonna start the EPU. Get that started up. And we'll go to the airport chart for Montreal. So, Bravo 4 and the south ramp, which is here. No, Bravo 4 and the south ramp, and then we'll go into the gate. I think we can also grab the taxi here if we go to the, what the hell just fell? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm back. Just ignore these like weird textures because for some freaking reason my Wi-Fi pod just decided to give up and fall out of the outlet. So now for some reason the textures are buggy, but I can't really fix that. Okay, so let's go ahead and taxi now to the gate. Oh, it's fixed. There we go. Just needed to load. Now we're back. So let's go ahead and do this. So you're instructed the south ramp, I believe. So let me do that. We'll go through here. I think it's the best places to go through is this way. So let's go across this. It's inactive runway, so we're fine. Okay. So continue straight through here and enter the south ramp. .64 is the other side, surprisingly. So we're gonna still have to taxi a bit. What the hell? So, I just had an issue, a fucking dumb issue, like for real. I don't know what the hell this is. My Wi-Fi pod, like out of the blue, just disconnects, right? Just leaves the thing. I put it back, my Wi-Fi comes back, all of the other apps work, but then like Microsoft Flight Simulator just does this after my Wi-Fi comes back, and it just froze, and now it's not coming back. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I hope you enjoyed the landing. I can't taxi back to the gate. I can't do all of that because of this stupid message that just popped out of nowhere when I still had internet. So goodbye guys, and I hope you enjoyed everything else about the video. Just sadly I can't do this. Goodbye. And just to prove you guys, okay, that I have Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go right now and show you. Look, I have Ethernet. Okay, I have Ethernet, and right now, let me try. Actually, I've never even done this before for a while. But let's just see my internet speed. Okay, I want to see my internet speed. This, guys, this is plenty to run Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, plenty. This is plenty. So guys, don't say anything else. Anyway, if you say that my Wi-Fi is just trash, it's not. So I hope you guys still enjoyed the video and the rest of the stuff, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.